It was really interesting how we landed on Doc Seismic.
The game isn't exactly easy.
Hidden Easter eggs and references.
UEFN is just this amazing place to develop.
That's the train. That's what we want.
And that's where things got really interesting.
Now, soon you will bow before its rubble, quivering at the feet of Doc Seismic!
We had been working with and talking about Fortnite for a really long time. What kind of started was the Fortnite skins that we did, which was a deal we did with Epic that could be purchased in Fortnite of Invincible, Adam Eve, and Omni-Man.
For many of us, it was sort of a dream come true, I think, because we have a great deal of fans of both the show and comics and studio.
A lot of the process for this project involved many nights rewatching the show and diving deep into some of these episodes from the comic book so that we could try and get a feel for what the world would actually look like if we were in it.
But creative mode was starting to like pop off at this time as we were creating these skins. And so we started researching into more of like what was being done on that platform and then what we thought could be done on that platform. And that's where things got really interesting.
We had a really great like back and forth creative and discussed what can we do in this platform, like what are the capabilities, how can we push it, and a lot of what we talked about was taking UEFN and doing things that no one had ever done before.
We just sort of looked at what we could do, what are our technical restrictions, what are our creative restrictions, what's our timeline.
I think UEFN is really important to learning the basics and opening up the ability to make potentially a game without having any prior knowledge.
UEFN is just this amazing place to develop because Fortnite is such a powerful platform right now.
Moving forward, like this was a great way to bring like a bite-sized piece of content of Invincible to like the Fortnite players. So we have Doc Seismic attacks, then we also have the GDA combat training. You know, I think that that's a great start to our Invincible presence on the Fortnite platform.
You have much to learn. May your demise be a lesson to those that would come after you.
One of the absolute key challenges was going to be that we realized instantly that like staying authentic to the look of the show and comics and the move to 3D.
We have to look at like what we're doing with Skybound with the Invincible license and with the IP, like where it makes sense to fit it in.
Invincible is a property where you use fists and there's tons of blood and there's violence and there's like unapologetic blood and violence and fists. And so then, you know, it comes back to sort of the core of what the Invincible IP is, right? It's the consequence of your actions. It's making you live in a Fortnite version of the Invincible Universe where everything you do actually matters.
Heroes in Invincible fail. You know, they will try to save people and sometimes they can't. Sometimes the odds are just too overwhelming and people die and then they have to deal with that. So like in one of the experiences or one of the segments of the experience, you know, you can have that same kind of feeling where you can't quite save everyone you're supposed to save. But that doesn't mean it's game over. The game continues.
The game isn't exactly easy. Well, we do have like a management system that modulates how difficult the game is based on player count. Like even with a full team, I wouldn't say I could guarantee you'll make it through.
If you don't quite have the skill to get through on the first go, that's okay. We're going to level you up. You're going to get a little more health. You're going to be doing a little more damage, and over time, those systems will sort of aid you into overcoming the obstacles and being able to see the whole story.
Thanks, but there are more people in danger. Hurry!
One of the other aspects that we took into account was just the sheer breadth of narrative content that we wanted to create.
You know, we're all probably playing mostly like Battle Royale or some of the other UEFN modes, but this is like it's like a linear, like there is a storyline attached to it. So we have like voiceover, we have like full dialogue, we have cutscenes.
Quick, it's unstable, get across!
Like in a standard game experience.
So we've got a brand new voice cast just for Invincible Doc Seismic Attacks. Alan Lee is playing Invincible. Gina Scarpa plays Adam Eve. Robot is played by Michael Antonakis. Rex Splode is being portrayed by Alex Mai. And playing both Cecil Stedman and Doc Seismic, we've got Gavin Hammond, who you guys might remember is the voice of Kenny from Telltale's The Walking Dead.
Fortnite isn't normally a game where you get that type of like comic book narrative, but we really wanted to make you feel like you are just in a comic book episode, right? You're experiencing this little slice of the universe, and you're getting to help the Guardians of the Globe as a GDA agent.
It's about making it feel pretty seamless and making it feel like you're really in that world. Enemies attacking with giant rocks, like those can't be that same shade of pink as Adam Eve, even if that's what the original Fortnite asset is, because it'll look like Eve's been creating a construct. So we've got to make that, you know, some dark red or lava sort of base thing.
We really liked the bridge trestle kit from Fortnite, and we wanted to figure out how to make that work with the train system that was a crashed spot within the experience. When we were watching the show, there's that really iconic moment where he's being forced through a train. And we felt like that was like, that's the train. That's what we want.
So we wanted to give it the flavor of Invincible, but the Invincible aspect of it comes through really more with the characters. You know, Doc Seismic and his evil, nefarious plans, and Invincible and Adam Eve trying to stop him.
Now, soon you will bow before its rubble, quivering at the feet of Doc Seismic!
Why Doc Seismic? That is a question for Mike. Yeah, I have no idea.
So it was really interesting on how we landed on Doc Seismic specifically as the villain of this experience. It started out as, in our earliest explorations, we were looking at doing something with a Flaxen invasion. We knew we wanted to do something set in a city, sort of set it apart from you know, the Fortnite Battle Royale map, since we were able to reuse a lot of assets from Fortnite. And it really was the Fortnite fiends looking just similar enough to Magma Knights that pushed us towards Doc Seismic. We lucked out. We kind of hit the jackpot in terms of being able to marry these creatures that were already in Fortnite with creatures that we had in our IP that we were also able to bring in, and this mastermind behind those creatures. Everything really just like fit together very well, and Doc Seismic was kind of the perfect villain for this experience.
Creatures of the underground, rise up! We will rule together! You will worship me! You will love me!
So the experience is obviously it's built for the Invincible fan, but it's I think it's really accessible even if you're not as familiar with the Invincible IP. And if you are an Invincible superfan, this game is built for you.
There's definitely a few things that are hidden in the world that you, like, if you know where to look.
But we wanted it to be in a place that would be a bit inconspicuous.
Hidden Easter eggs and references. What am I? I'm just like going to give away all the secrets before it's even out? Like, those people can go run through there and find them themselves. It's half the fun.
I thought out of any of them you might understand, Adam. Or does the symbol of power you don on your chest stand for nothing?
It stands for us kicking your ass.
I'd love to make more UEFN experiences. I'd love to see players like bringing their friends in. I'd love to see people who've never played Fortnite before coming in to jump into Doc Seismic attacks and you know, sticking around to train in the GDA combat room. I'd love to kind of see it from both ends, right? I'd love to see new players new to Fortnite jumping in. I'd love to see Invincible fans who are already Fortnite fans doing this, and I'd love to see Fortnite fans who don't know that much about Invincible checking it out.
You can find these experiences right on Fortnite. Search for the UEFN maps. We have like a map number, which will probably magically appear right here. Or you can type in Doc Seismic Attacks and into the search bar, and that should bring it up.
I'm always game for making new titles. I'm always game for making more of these. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a really great partnership with House of How and Skybound. You know, tell us what you want. Maybe we can make it.
Soon you will bow before its rubble, quivering at the feet of Doc Seismic!
Jeez, Doc Seismic. Look alive, squad. You're kind of all over the place lately. What exactly do you have a problem with? It's time to earn those government paychecks.
You dare attempt to resist? Fine! Face me, agents of a self-appointed administration!
Hey you! Get close to me! We got this!
I've expanded my army from the underground all the way to the skies!